Hello, my name is Jana Mitten. Welcome to this Essential Oil Masterclass. We'll be going over how to utilize natural medicine, plant-based medicine, and what's the difference between essential oils and the supplements that doTERRA, I'm a brand ambassador for doTERRA. What's the difference between doTERRA and other things you see at the health food store or at the grocery store, or even essential oils you see at like discount stores like TJ Maxx and gas stations? What's the difference? Because there is a difference. So we're talking about all that. So get ready, get your pen, because I'm going to fire hose you with some information. And at the end, I'll turn off the recording and we can have some good Q&A. How's that? So let's get started as I share my screen. And I have some good stuff prepared for you. So get ready. So first of all, let's start at the beginning. This is, my name is Jana Mitten. Again, I'm an essential oils educator. Let me get it going. And here we go. Now, doTERRA, this is a video, but it's not playing. But if you could go on YouTube and look at doTERRA, Pursue What's Pure, you can find this video that talks about doTERRA's purity and the way that doTERRA sources essential oils, and also the ingredients in our supplements from plants that are grown indigenously around the world. What does that mean? Well, that means we go to where the plants have the most healing constituents naturally occurring, and that's usually where they grow indigenously. So where they grow like weeds, right? Like for instance, Hawaii is where we get our sandalwood, because that's the finest sandalwood that ever, in the elevation, the sunshine, the amount of water and rain that comes, the purity of that soil. It is where the best sandalwood comes from. We also source other things like Siberian fir in Siberia, where those trees that grow 100 feet tall with their strength and rigidity have all these beautiful naturally occurring chemicals to heal the body and the respiratory system, and how that God has just created plants all over the world. And now we have access to them to come right to our home, right to our doorstep as our healthcare. So how it all got started for me, I had a bronchial infection for about 2 years. It would be exacerbated when I would fly and travel, and I would be flying and traveling to either teach or give vocal choir, like do choir workshops, and to sing and to preach, and I wouldn't have a voice and I would get a fever. It was a real problem for me for about 2 years, but a friend shared with me a breathe oil, and I put it on the bottom of my feet and my chest for 3 nights. And it was gone, and it was gone forever. Why? Because I said, let me learn about these essential oils. I've tried everything, and here I found healing in this little beautiful bottle of oil, and I want to learn all about them. So then I bought every oil and I went all in on the research, trying out my friends for about a year. And then I began to share them with everybody. And it's just, snowballed into all this momentum of helping people to get well with natural solutions. So what sets doTERRA apart? I alluded to this before, but doTERRA essential oils are sourced all around the world from the locations that provide the optimal conditions for potency and purity. And purity matters with the plants in essential oils, because you see the lady here on the left with a basket. This is a lady from Nepal, and she's gathering wintergreen or spikenard, because those grow up in the mountains of Tibet, where they get this pure snow, right? And it's so pure up in top in those high mountains. There's never been any pollution or anything. So that is where the purest wintergreen, which is great for pain relief, and spikenard that has so many, spikenard is also a biblical oil. So these growers are organized into co-ops. So in Nepal, there's a co-op of different farmers. They work together. They work for doTERRA. doTERRA gives them jobs, provides education for their children, even has a trade school there in Nepal for kids to have continuing education, and even to go to school and high school, where some of those kids wouldn't have the opportunity. And human trafficking is very big in Nepal, because the people are poor and didn't know any better. They would send their kids off to college in Romania, and those kids those would be traffickers that would say, we'll give your kids a free education. And it was just a huge problem. They would never see their children again, or they would be in India in brothels. So this is something doTERRA does in every over 100 places where we grow these essential oils. We educate the people, we give them a better quality of life. The people in Nepal had they lived about 55 years was the average age before they died. And it was because of the living conditions they had, where they would put fires in their home in the cold. And doTERRA had engineers design them a home where they could have heat in a stove that's made of like stone. And it was literally has expanded their life cycle. So, or their health lifespan. So this is what doTERRA does. And we do improved growing and harvesting practices. We teach them with our bioscientists and botanists around the world to practices that achieve optimal oil yield and ensure sustainability. So everything is grown sustainably, and they get a fair wage, a stable price from a trustworthy long-term buyer. So doTERRA has exclusivity for about 98% of all their oils, and no one else can have access to the oils or to those farmers, because that's the deal. We treat them so well that they are our loyal customers. And this is what doTERRA does on both sides of the bottle. They reward loyalty, and then this gives us consistently a higher quality of essential oil, which actually we have just now achieved pharmaceutical grade, and no other company can touch doTERRA. It is not even possible because of doTERRA's vast, over 100 PhD scientists. We have married science and testing with these essential oils and these plants that we have known for generations that they work, but now there's proof that they work scientifically. And doTERRA has just cornered the market on purity and potency. So we also have unmatched quality. So we have set standards that are high above anything that would be called organic, so we set our own standard. So we made it certified pure, tested grade. Every bottle of essential oil is tested over 52 times, including in a third-party lab. The plants are harvested in their natural habitats at the right time for peak purity and potency. This is beyond organic standard. They're verified pure, free of fillers, pesticides, and foreign contaminants. And we have stringent third-party testing of every batch to ensure powerful benefits without any harmful side effects. But let me tell you, there's some great side benefits in all these oils, and we'll be talking about that as we go forward. So let's talk about what we're going to, you can take notes as we go into this next section, because we're going to be talking about different essential oils and what they do for your body. But I'm going to do a quick and deep dive. How's that? So I know a lot of people don't have time to spend a lot of time on this, but let's see if you're interested. And we provide so much education going forward if this is a route you would like to go. Next, I'm going to ask you a question about you. What are your top 3 wellness goals for you and your family? I mean, I want you to make a note of that. And then I also want you to think about what would your life be if you didn't have that problem. You know, we have great solutions for things like seasonal threats when the weather changes. And this is debilitating to some people. So many things, head tension, we'll talk about it. But what would your life be if you had a great solution to these problems? Write them down, and then we'll talk about it. And at the end, we'll do a Q&A. So type them, and you can also type them into the chat, and we'll address it. Okay, so let's talk about what is so special about essential oils and what are essential oils. So first of all, essential oils are the most powerful, most potent way to get plant medicine. There is nothing that can compare to essential oils, not a herb, not a tincture, not a tea. Okay, so this is the highest form of the concentration of the power of the healing in the plant. The essential oils are natural aromatic compounds. They're extracted from the plants for various health benefits, like, you know, from the leaf, from the pods, from the sometimes the bark and the stems. It just, you know, it just depends. Okay, so for instance, this is a a picture of peppermint. Say that 3 times. There's peppermint. And you see on the leaf of the peppermint, there are microcellular small essential oil sacs. What are these for? Well, those oil sacs are for prevention, repelling bugs, literal bugs, and viral and bacterial bugs. They protect the plant because the plant has an immune system. Well, if you break that peppermint leaf and you crush it, that is essential oil smell is released, right? And those essential oils sacs. And that's nature's defense mechanism for the plants at the cellular level. Now, why are essential oils more effective than teas or tinctures or any other way that you would get an herb in a capsule? Well, it's just science. Why are they so effective? Because essential oils can pass through the blood-brain barrier and the cell membrane. Okay, so our cells are made of lipid on the outside. The outer wall, the cell wall, is made of a lipid. And modern medicine cannot penetrate that cell wall because they are synthetic and usually water-based. Now, essential oils, even though many of them contain petroleum and harmful oils, okay, but essential oils, because the human cell and the plant cell are perfectly compatible by God's design, they can pass through that lipid cell membrane because they're microcellular lipid to the cell wall, and they can go to the mitochondria like a heat-seeking missile. They're attracted because the mitochondria is also lipid-based. Now, the stuff that you see in the yellow there in that picture is water. So oil and water don't mix, right? And that's by God's design. That is literally one of the foundations of our body, is that oil and water don't mix, because our cell is oil and water. And essential oils work at the cellular level to protect the cells and to bring the cells into balance, into homeostasis. So one of the beautiful things about essential oils, when we talk about essential oils for hormonal support, you might think, well, I have to go get tested. Do I have more estrogen or testosterone or progesterone? Well, the beauty of essential oils is when you use those topically, use them internally, it will bring those hormones into balance, where you don't have to have all those tests, because it just naturally begins to balance your hormonal cells and messenger cells out. So they naturally provide a versatile ability to combat threats and health concerns without building up resistance. Yeah, just like antibiotics, but the natural antibiotic, one of them that's very powerful, is oregano. Okay, and we'll talk about that in a second. And essential oils treat the symptoms. Yes, we treat the symptoms, but also essential oils can address the root cause of your symptoms. And that's the game changer right there. Now let's talk about peppermint some more. Peppermint, what do you use peppermint for? Well, it promotes healthy respiratory function and clear breathing when you apply it to your chest, or you just inhale it. Okay. It promotes digestive health. So you can put a drop around your belly button and it will cause something to happen, whatever needs to happen, or digestive issues. And then you can also use it for head tension. You put it on your temples, the back of your neck, wherever you feel the tension, or just on your shoulders. You can rub it in and it just relieves stress and tension. You can also diffuse it when you feel fatigued or low on energy. It's good for concentration and energy, to do a pick-me-up instead of reaching for more caffeine, right? It's a great way to get some energy. So it has essential oils have supercharged potency. So they are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So 1 drop of essential oils is equal to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So if you 1 drop of peppermint to 28 cups of peppermint tea, that's how powerful essential oils are. So there are 3 ways to use essential oils. And this is just awesome, because doTERRA is the only company that have oils powerful enough and pure enough for this third way. Firstly, aromatically, you can inhale or use a diffuser. You can just put oil in your hand and do this and inhale the oil. And what does that do? Well, it sends messages to the hypothalamus and the amygdala in the brain, and gives healing signals for basically the cells to activate and begin healing. So if your cells are sluggish or, whatever, they bring the healing, to let the healing begin. Because basically our body is an amazing healing machine designed to live forever. And when we learn to activate these genes at the cellular level, because aging doesn't start on your skin. When your skin is old, looking old, yeah, it's, you can definitely reverse things, but it's what happens cellularly that causes aging. And we begin aging the moment we are born. And actually the most aging that happens is when we're young, before we're like 12 years old, because your aging is accelerated. You grow the most, your growth hormone, right? So what you want to do is kind of bring that growth hormone to a level of balance. And that's when you have longevity. So people who do things like extra testosterone, even some extra too high doses of vitamins, HGH, you see, bodybuilders and people saying HGH, yeah, it gives you a temporary fix, but long-term, it will accelerate your aging. Some other things that accelerate aging are things you inhale, like cigarette smoke. We know that can advance aging. Also, alcohol, right? So there are lots of things in essential oils that can help with longevity, and it happens at the cellular level. I'll be talking a lot about that next week in my Queen Ager series. So inhalation produces profound physiological and psychological effects. It works with the brain, and what you breathe literally affects your mood. Also, when you diffuse essential oils, they clean and purify the air, and they support healthy breathing. So it's really good to have extra support for respiratory system with the current threats, and essential oils do that. Now, the second way to use them is topically. Basically, put them where it hurts, or where you have a wound. They're powerful for wound healing, powerful for one drop of essential oils can service every cell in your body, from the bottom of the feet or from anywhere you apply it. Actually, it reaches your bloodstream within 30 seconds. And then in 2 minutes, it gets in your cells, and in 20 minutes, it's in every cell in your body. So you can apply it to your feet, chest, back of neck, your head, your troubled areas. Again, where does it hurt, or where do you have a wound, or where do you have a rash? Those type of things, right? For sensitivity, you can also dilute it with fractionated coconut oil or another organic oil. And this actually increases the efficacy of the oil. When you put a heavier oil on your skin, it reduces that flash point where it just flashes off, because these are aromatic, volatile compounds, and that kind of weighs them down and helps them to sink into the skin even better. So right here, you see the deep blue oil, deep blue rub that comes in a lotion. The lotion even stays longer because it doesn't have the flash point that the oil has. The best way to do it is to layer them. Layering oils is an awesome way to use them as well. And then the third way, and this is our caveat, I don't want you to think you can ingest any essential oils, because you absolutely cannot. But doTERRA has the purity, the potency, the testing, that the oils that are deemed for internal use will have that on the side of the bottle. So not all of it are essential oils. Like wintergreen that I mentioned earlier is not one that you ingest. It's so powerful. You use it topically, or you can diffuse it. But then there are so many of our oils that do say on the side for internal use. And so how do you take them? Well, you can drop them under your tongue if those that aren't hot, or those that have a taste that you like or tolerate. You can use them in a veggie capsule. So we have these for $4, this big bottle of veggie caps. You just take a clear capsule and you break it. You just pull it open. You don't break it. You just pull it. And then you get your essential oil bottle, and it just, with no tools or anything, you just drip it right into the capsule, and you can blend it perfectly for whatever you need. Yes, we say we're not drug dealers. We're not dope dealers. We're hope dealers. Yeah, you can make your own medicine, and it nourishes the whole body, including the digestive system, the mouth, the throat, the liver, and the urogenital tract, with using them internally. So what are our favorite solutions? So these are some things where you might want to take notes. I told you about peppermint and the good uses for peppermint. Lavender is another essential oil that's probably one of the most popular. It's good for calming, all things calming. So your skin, whether your skin is red and irritated, or a mood is red and irritated, someone's angry, it's calming, it's good for supporting healthy sleep, and just supporting, again, head tension. If it's a tension headache, it calms, right? It's calming. So all things calming. Another thing is a lot of the floral oils are calming, and a lot of the floral oils are also good for female issues. Okay. So that's just beautifully how God designed it. That's why we women love flowers. They calm us down. And then the peppermint, the mint oils are usually invigorating, and the floral oils are calming. Okay, this is breathe oil. This is the one I refer to, the one I got started with. This supports a healthy respiratory system. You can diffuse it. You can apply it topically. And the best way to utilize when you have an issue is to do both. So I do diffuse this. This is great for if you have a snorer. This is great to use at night with some lavender, maybe to sleep and open up your airways while you're sleeping. So breathe is an awesome oil, all about the respiratory system. Lemon oil. We have some citrus oils that are free at the end if you want to hear about them, but lemon and the citrus oils are good for cleansing the cells and cleaning your house. So many good uses for lemon. I'm speeding through these if you can't tell. Digestion oil. Again, we treat body systems, not just symptoms. So you see the breathe is for respiratory support. This is another blend, Digestion, which is for digestive support. Everything in your digestive tract, this actually helps balance it out and bring it into balance really, really quickly whether you're chronically constipated or chronically have diarrhea, anything in between, acid reflux, all of these things, Digestion is very supportive of the digestive system. Deep Blue. This is another one that's just used topically. This is another blend of essential oils. Trivia question, who created the first essential oil blend? No, it wasn't doTERRA. It was Yahweh. God gave the first oil blend to Moses for the holy anointing oil. And so Deep Blue is something you use for muscle joint in pain relief, and it's fantastic. Here's another one, Copaiba, which comes from Brazil. The Amazon River grows along the river indigenously like crazy. And this is one of the most healing oils to support every system in the body. Tea tree oil from Australia. This is a great one for anything fungal, antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral, so many uses. Adaptive. This is an oil that also you can get for free in February. And this is an oil that is basically created. It is a blend that doTERRA created to block the GABA in the brain, to improve mood, to support healthy response to trauma, stress, and I guess depression. So all of those things so mind and mood. And it works with the brain. Then On Guard, which is it's probably one of the closest to the holy anointing oil. This is our oil that supports the immune system. So this is a fantastic oil. It's in our toothpaste. It's fights bacteria, fights viral, it's antiviral, antibacterial, and it's in all our cleaning products. And it's also in our toothpaste and oral products. It's amazing. So what is doTERRA? Besides essential oils, we are so much more. So this is our lifelong vitality pack. And this is a 3-tiered system, which some people would refer to as vitamins. But calling them vitamins is a huge disservice because they are so much more. Talk about anti-aging at the cellular level. These are essential oil infused products. First of all, the food nutrient complex is perfectly balanced with 12 servings of fruits and vegetables that you get daily by taking the full dose. And when you take those, the vitamin and mineral content is perfectly balanced. There's a huge danger of people that take vitamins that don't have the corresponding minerals or enzymes. And this is what doTERRA does beautifully, okay, to support the cells. The second bottle of the lavender label there, alpha CRS, is for cellular support. Literally anti-aging at the cellular level or longevity at the cellular level. That's why it's called the vitality complex. This is what gives you vitality longer in your life so that you have vital years when you're not just surviving, but you're thriving. And when you take this long-term, you're turning back the clock on your aging when you're taking this alpha CRS. And then in the third tier, which you need all three, and they come together, you buy them together. is the EO Omega, which has 9 essential oils, including frankincense, including clove, which is the most powerful antioxidant in nature. There is nothing that compared to clove oil. And you're getting the frankincense oil, the boswellia, you're getting all of the time, you're getting so many essential oils to support the cells and for you just to have optimal health, energy, and longevity to support every system in the body and healthy metabolism. So they support normal growth, function, and maintenance of cells, a healthy cardiovascular, nervous, and immune system function, protects against oxidation, and supports healthy function of the brain, the eyes, and the nervous system. So if you see over here on this chart that I just pulled up, at the average US diet, the blue stripe is the grocery store vitamins. Lacking, full of fillers, full of they're packed so tightly they just layer like a rock that go through your system, and literally even water treatment plants cannot dissolve them. You're basically just go in and go right out, and they have no benefit. Mega vitamins are extreme. This is taxing on your body. As a matter of fact, if you take too much vitamin D and you don't have the corresponding enzyme that's needed for vitamin D, you can calcify your organs and your heart even, and it calcifies your blood. So it's basically turning things to stone in your body. It is very dangerous to take vitamins without the proper enzymes and minerals. Okay. Now, lifelong vitality is the purple stripe. Optimal amounts to reach the optimal nutrient zone. And this is for every age, for men or women. There doesn't need to be a different one. This protects against all the things that would, many things that would attack your cells. So think about what can go wrong in your cells. I can't say the words of the things that can go wrong in your cells, but this reduces inflammation, which is huge, right? Inflammation is one of the highest markers of how you're aging, where your biological age. If you have high inflammation, you have a higher biological age. So this is reducing inflammation at the cellular level and just promoting good health optimally in your cells. If you would like to see more detailed information, you can click on this QR code and you can see there's a guide and there's actually an ebook about the lifelong vitality. So you can screenshot that with your phone and watch those videos or read that ebook. Also, if you just buy the vitamins by themselves, and this is our #1 selling product in doTERRA, there's a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. You can get your money back after 30 days if you don't feel better. So we have a couple other, we have so many great supplements, and supplements are the best way because our soil is so poor in America. We have lost so much of the nutrition in our soil. We also have an enzyme that we recommend, and it comes in some of our kits with the vitamins, the Terrazyme, which actually kind of eats away anything in your cells that it's damaged. And then the probiotic PB Assist to keep your gut in balance if you have any gut dysbiosis. Also, you can ask me how to get these for $20 each on your reorders when you're a loyal customer every month. Now, the easiest way to get started, okay, let's talk about it. Is you say, okay, these sound amazing. How can I get these oils? Well, first of all, you can buy them retail. There's 3 ways to buy. Retail, you can purchase any product at full price and pay the highest price with no perks. Okay, second way, we can do better than that because we're smart shoppers, right? A wholesale account, pay $35 for a doTERRA wholesale membership and save 25% off everything you purchase for an entire year. All right. Now there's more. Thirdly, a starter kit. Okay. We can give you a bundle with a starter kit and get a free membership. Okay. That you don't pay the $35. You don't pay $35. Okay. It is included in the kit, in the bundle, and you get to save 25% off everything you purchase for a year. And you can also earn up to 30% off of everything you order. You get back in points, even your shipping back in points, to spend on essential oils or doTERRA supplements or products or personal care. We have a whole skincare line that's the finest skincare. Talk about the best of the best. We have the most amazing personal care products. You can literally turn your home into not only a place of healing, but a spa for personal care products. So again, we have so many good things. All our cleaners, the best cleaning products ever that smell amazing and have a lot of healing qualities as well. So we have a few kits here. Here are some of our bundles. This is a brand new one called the Evolve You Immunity Kit. Okay, so this one have the On Guard products. If a lot of people need an immune boost right now, right? Because we want to have that strong immunity. This has the On Guard products for immune support, the On Guard Plus capsules, the Lifelong Vitality vitamins, and an On Guard oil for you to diffuse and apply topically or take internally. This one is do you need extra mind, mood, and emotional support? This is the Lifelong Vitality vitamins, which is the foundation. This also can affect your mood positively, taking the vitamins. Also have the adaptive capsules, the adaptive oil, and the adaptive roller. So this one is great if you have someone in your family that suffers with emotional or mood or issues with their mind. This is fantastic. This is the pain relief. So got pain. This has the turmeric. Our turmeric is the finest that you can buy. It's double encapsulated so that you're bioavailable to your body. Also, we have the Copaiba essential oils capsules here, the deep blue rub in a stick with Copaiba for extra pain relief, and the deep blue oil and the Lifelong Vitality vitamins, which also help with pain. Now, or you want to get it all? This is the whole shebang right here. These are just limited time only kits. Okay, but you can buy all. If you're like me, you want it all. I want to go all in. This is the complete kit right here. And even if you don't have, severe depression or anxiety or stress, the adaptive is still a good idea. It just really helps to take the edge off your day. It's amazing. And this mind and mood kit is $300, and I think it's $395. I'm not sure. It might be $359. I think they changed their price. They added, I think, wild orange oil and a couple other oils. So this is an amazing kit. Now, what happens in February? I'm going to turn off the recording because you guys, this is just for February and I want the recording to last longer. So just give me a little second here. I'm going to turn off this recording. I'm going to stop the share real quick. And I want to say thank you so much for joining. I want to turn off the recording, but we're going to continue on Facebook and then we're going to do a Q&A in just a second. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.